So my picks for the Masters, my heart says Rory McIlroy. Let's be honest, it should have been the first major he ever won. Hasn't happened yet, but 6 top 10s and 13 appearances suggests he's definitely got the game for it. I think we've seen enough this season as well for why he could be tough to beat. But really, if I'm going to have to pick one player out, I'm going to pick Paul Casey. He showed us just how well he's playing at the Players' Championship. And also, he's one of the premier iron players in the game. Probably only Morikawa is better. And around that golf course, that'll be pivotal as well. Not just being able to play conservatively, which I think is key around Augusta National, in spite of the roars that we hear, putting it in the right parts of the green, avoiding the awful places to miss around it on occasion. That is key to success. Tiger did it for many years. I think Paul's going to have the expertise to plot his way around that golf course. And at the end of the week, he could well be claiming the sort of title that should be on his CV. That's my pick.
All right, not even vacation would keep me from making a Masters pick when called upon. And I'm leaning with a guy that I wanted to pick last year, but because of personal and professional distractions, it really took 2021 off of the table. And that is Justin Thomas, who this year, from a strokes gained approach standpoint for me, ball striking, he's better from the beginning of the calendar year than Jon Rahm. He's better than Scotty Scheffler, who's won 3 times from the beginning of the year. It all has to come together. And why will it come together at the Masters? Because we've seen on this course more than any other that history truly matters for guys. And I think the one time the new caddy narrative plays out for him is this week at Augusta. Having Jim Bones Mackay on the bag, I think, is the differentiator this year more than any other place. I think it's overblown the rest of the way, but Mackay knows the local knowledge that Phil Mickelson gave him. I think that's the key for Justin Thomas.
The formidable Brooks Koepka is rounding into form just in time for the first major championship of the season. After an extended slump and battling injury, Koepka's game has improved significantly. He's gained strokes off the tee in 5 of his last 6 measured starts, and he's gained strokes on approach in 4 of his last 6. The advanced metrics that we're seeing right now mirror the run that he had in the summer of 2021 when he finished runner-up at the PGA Championship and a 4th place finish at the US Open. These results have become commonplace for Koepka, who not only has 2 top 10 finishes in his last 3 trips to Augusta National, but he's finished inside the top 10 in over 50% of the major championships that he's played in his career. This is a situation where we have one of the elite golfers on the planet playing well, highly motivated, and most importantly, healthy. If you like this data-driven golf analysis, visit my data website, rickrungood.com, and be sure to follow me on Twitter at rickrungood. Good luck.
G'day sports fans, Ali Whitaker coming your way for Masters Week from Melbourne. There are going to be some very early alarm clocks set in this household this week, I can tell you. My 2 picks for Augusta. Number 1, Rory McIlroy. I really love the scouting trip. I think they should do it every single year. But for me, this year in particular, with a couple of the changes, 11's a little bit different, 3 new greens as well. I think that'll put him in good stead. Just getting an extra day or 2 of prep under his belt so that it's business as usual by the time you actually get to Georgia. Last week in Texas didn't quite go to plan in terms of building his confidence, but I don't mind it so much in terms of managing the expectations, and which we know has been an issue in the past, trying to complete that career Grand Slam. Could 2022 be the year? As for the Aussie boys, when I think about the current crop, so Lucas Herbert, Minwoo Lee, Cam Smith, Mark Leishman, I could see Mark and Lucas winning an Open as their first major. Mark very nearly did it at St Andrews. Back at St Andrews again this year. Ooh, I got the drinks ready. Should these dreams come true? But I could see Minwoo taking a PGA. But for me, it has always been about Cam Smith at Augusta. His short game and his putting, obviously faultless pretty much. And it kind of has to be for him to win. But if he can get the precision with his irons, then I think that's a big chunk of the equation done. He's such a level-headed guy as well, which I think puts him in really good stead. Coming into major weeks, he's pretty blasé about it all. But I know how much everyone would love to see a second Aussie get a green jacket. They're my 2 picks for Masters Week.
My tip for the Masters is Cam Smith, and he would have been even if he hadn't had the incredible 3 months that he has had, winning the Tournament of Champions at the start of the year, and then a month ago in his last start, winning the Players in such impressive fashion. 1 putting, 13 of his 18 greens in his final round around Sawgrass. Absolutely ridiculous. I think winning a tournament of that magnitude with that field will give him a big boost to his confidence. He spent the last month relaxing with family, so he's going to come in refreshed and recharged. He's got form around Augusta as well. 3 top 10 finishes in his last 4 starts. A tie for second in the November Masters of 2020, which was really a tie for first amongst the mere mortals because DJ was on another planet that week. His putting is absolutely outrageous. I don't think I've seen anyone putt that well since Tiger in his pomp. I love watching him play. He's fearless. He's a shot maker. So I think on Sunday evening we could see Cam Smith slipping into the green jacket.
No surprises here with my Masters best bet. It's Justin Thomas, who's right up there as one of the favourites, and deservedly so. For my money, he's looked a Masters champion on all 6 visits so far. He's hit so many greens, one of the best ball strikers over those last 6 editions of this tournament, and he's just not managed to get the putter going. Well, there have been good signs there lately. 2 of his last 3 tournaments he's putted really, really well, and the ace up his sleeve could well be Phil Mickelson's former caddy, Jim Bones Mackay. Mackay was on Mickelson's back for all 3 of his wins, and he's been alongside Thomas now for 6 or 7 months. It's a partnership which I believe will take Thomas where he belongs, back winning majors as he did 5 years ago. Well, number 2 could well be coming at Augusta National. It's just a perfect course for him. So Justin Thomas to upstage Rory McIlroy and Jon Rahm in the Masters this week.
I'm Pat Mayo of the Pat Mayo Experience podcast, which you should go watch or listen to after you consume this, but make sure that you go put that on the Masters checklist. Go check out all the shows over on the Pat Mayo Experience. But we're here to talk about the winner. And is this guy actually going to win? Probably not, but hey, everyone besides the winner is not going to win. So a lot of us are going to be wrong about this. So what I'm going to do is go deep down the board because I want a guy with a bit longer odds who I think has a very good chance to compete here. How do I know this? Well, he has competed all the way through 2022 so far, has been in contention a few times, but has never been able to put all 4 rounds together. I know he can win at Augusta because he has before. It's Adam Scott, 70-1. The ball striking has been really good, especially the iron play for 3 of his past 4 events, match play included when he got out of his difficult group, lost to Kevin Kisner, although he was up with 4 holes to go, somehow gagged it away to the guy who eventually lost in the final. So that was horrible if you had money on Adam Scott then, so maybe he can get it all back for us here. Augusta can mitigate a wonky driver in terms of accuracy, and that's what we've seen from Adam Scott so far. The putting has been fantastic, the irons have been completely solid, and although his short game is never all that great around the greens, it has been at Augusta National over the years. So he is trending upwards. He is that older peak type player who can have one last run in him, and it does seem like he's peaking at absolutely the right time for the Masters. So if you want a long shot on the board with a capable chance of winning, the answer is old handsome Adam Scott, 70-1.